Hello friends, I am Shravana and welcome back to my channel Sparkling Future. Today we will discuss about Scala sets. Before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and also please like, share, comment and hit the bell icon for the latest video notifications. Today we will see Scala sets. Okay, so in the previous video we have seen about sequence. So a sequence is an ordered collection of homogeneous values that may be repeated. Actually in the yesterday's video I noticed that it will consider as it will take only unique values. Okay, it's not the correct one. It will be repeated. The values can be repeated, but same type of same data type value should be there. Okay, in the sequence. And in contrast with this, a set is an unordered collection of homogeneous values that are unique. Okay, it will also take the same kind of data types. Okay, either int or string or boolean or whatever, but it will not take the duplicate values. It will take the unique values only. So now let's create a set. So first let's create a Scala worksheet. So let's say set 1. Okay, set of 1 2 3 4. So this is how we will create a set in Scala. And in yesterday's example, if you see here, for this squared function we have passed list, arrays, vectors and even the sequence, and the actual input required is the sequence. Okay, so but let's say I am creating one sample set here just to show you that we cannot pass set when a sequence is required. Okay, and when you pass it will not execute. So here the point is that if you see here it has given that error and all that. Set 1, okay, set 1 is already defined. It is saying 1 second, it says set 10 and I will pass that set 10 here, and if you see here, type mismatch found, Scala collection immutable, set required, but we have set is passed, required is sequence. So what I am trying to explain it here is like other collections like lists, arrays, vectors can be passed to a sequence. Wherever if the sequence is expected, there we can pass all these, but not a set. Okay, so now let's see the other things, how to use the functions and other things in the sets. And also set is not a subtype of sequence. Like this list, array, vectors, yesterday we discussed it. These are the subtypes of sequence, but sets are not the subtypes of sequence. So now we have, let's say we have val, right? So I'll just make it to var just to show you some example like how it will be considered. And when I say, if you see here, it will say it is created as set 1 2 3 4, right? And I have declared that as a variable. So now let's add some new elements to the set. Okay, let me add 5, and also let's remove 2, and then I'll print the set. So now what we have done is we have added 5 and we have removed 2. So 1 2 3 4 was the initial set, but we have modified this way because we have given it as a var. We are able to perform modifications on this set 1. And let's say we have set 2, okay, which has 5 6 7 8 and set 2 plus equal to let's say 9. But if you see here, it is showing some error saying that plus equal to is not a member of Scala collections immutable. So now let's say this way, collection dot mutable dot set, and immediately this error is gone. Hope you have noticed that. Okay, I'll do it again. So if you see here, the error is there saying that plus equal to is not a member of Scala dot collection dot immutable. But if you make it to mutable, then immediately the error is gone and we are able to add 9 to the set. So now let's remove 5 from the set and then println set 2. Okay, so once we made it to mutable means changeable, then it is accepting the changes, otherwise it will not accept. Okay, so this is, so if either you have to create it as a var or you have to give this library as collection.mutable, then only it will do. And if you notice, the initial set is 5 6 7 8, we have added 9 and removed 5, so it has become set of 9 6 7 8. Clear? Okay, so now let's create another set. Okay, if you see here, I have taken duplicate values. Now let's save this and see how it will be considered. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, 13 values are there, but still it has taken the set of only with 1 2 3 4 5 6. Why? Because here 1 is repeated, 2 is duplicated, 3 is duplicated and 4 is also duplicated. And as we know, it will not, set will not take the duplicate values, it takes only the unique values. So it has created a set with only unique values. So even though you are trying to create a set with duplicate values, it will not be created. This is the main difference between sequence and set. Okay, with the same, let's create a sequence just for your understanding. So if you see here, sequence, which is a list of, it is created with all the given values, but whereas set has been created with only with the unique values. This is the main difference between set and sequence. Okay, so now we have seen how to add values to the set and also how to remove some values from the set, and we have seen how to make it to mutable in two ways, either using the var or using the mutable. Because in production environment, what will happen is, there might be some scenarios where you have to create an empty set and you need to keep adding the elements to that set based on some other functionality. So such kind of cases you need to use this kind of functionality. Okay, this kind of library you need to import and you need to create a mutable set. Okay, you need to import scala.collection.mutable, that library in the import, okay, in the Scala program, and that's how that's it. You just use it as a mutable set. And let's say you have a list. Okay, now here okay, first we have set 1, right? So set 1, how to combine sets, two sets means we can use plus plus operator for combining the sets. So set 1 is 1 2 3 4 and set 2 is 5 6 7 8, and here sorry, 5 1 3 4 is here we have modified, right, by adding and removing. So set 1 is 5 1 3 4 and set 2 is 9 6 7 8. So with both the combined set is created as 5 1 6 9 7 3 8 4. Okay, and also let's say from the set 3, because it has lot of unique values, right? So from set 3 take remove the set 1 values. Okay, then if you see here only it has written 6 2 7 because this is the set 3 and 1 2 3 4 after removing that we have 6 2 and 7 1 3 4. Here 2 is not there in the set 1, so that's why it has written 6 2 7. Okay, so this is how we can combine or we can take the subsets from the set. And also here we have a list we have created, right? So now to the set, this is of type set, right? Usually this is of type set. So now let's see whether we will be able to add list. We'll take set 3 because it has lot of values. Fine, anything is fine. Okay, so now how to add a list? The same way, this is a type set and this is type list. Still it has created a set of both combining set and the list. Got it? And also let's say if you don't want to create another variable called list and you wanted to pass directly here, you can do that. Okay, so directly also you can, instead of creating a variable and passing, you can directly use the list here. This is the incremental concatenation or incremental operation. Okay, plus plus we will say vector of this also we can do. Okay, not only list, you can take any type of elements. If you see here, combined set is created. Okay, and then we can perform some functions also here. Let's say we will do filter. So just to do filter where x is not equal to 5. Okay, so this is how we will pass the function and it will return, see 5 1 3 4 is the set, right? So it has removed the 5 and wherever it's not equal to 5 it has returned the remaining elements. And we can also use map, set1 dot map of x to, let's get the squares. Okay, so now if you see here, it will return the squared values. So 5 1 3 4 is the one which is there in the set 1, right? So squaring means 25 1 9 and 16. So it has squared, that map function has been applied to each and every element in the set and that squared value is returned here. And we can also use union of set 3. Okay, and if you see here set 1, and again as we got this plus 1, right? Similar result we have got it here. Set 1 plus set 3 we have not done, I think. Yeah, I mean it will not take the unique it will take only the unique values. It has filtered out the duplicate values and it has returned with the union. And instead of sending this set 3, you can now, instead of passing this set 3 val set 3, we would have already created a set, right? If you wanted to pass directly one set here, then you can do this way also, and it will add that whatever set, it will combine this set with the set 1. If you see here, it has combined with the set 1 and it has returned the output. So we can get the minimum value, we can get the maximum value. Okay, and also we can get the sum of the total sum of the set. Okay, so if you see here, minimum is 1, maximum is 5 and the total sum is 30, because now set 1 is having only 5 1 3 4, right? 4 3 7 1 8 plus 5 13. So 13 is returned in the sum. So this way we can perform, like when you do set 1 dot and then press Ctrl tab and you can see lot of functions here. We can use all these functions, you can try it out. Okay, and let me know if you are facing any issues. Hope this is clear to you, friends. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings. Thank you.